Sheikh, what's the ruling on having blankets which have some drawings of living creatures with facial features on themselves? And do those blankets do they have the same ruling as keeping pictures hang on the wall? Do they prevent angels from entering our room?
This is an issue of dispute where some scholars looked at the hadiths that prevent having any drawings on clothes and the permissibility of humiliating it and insulting it, like making it as doormats or something that people walk on, so it's not glorified. And the other party would say, no, it's totally restricted, whether honored or humiliated. As when you have it as blankets or bed covers, actually you're using it as a form of adornment, not as a form of humiliating it and not caring about it. And hence, I am inclined to say that all types of drawings of living creatures like humans or animals or even cartoons on clothes or on bed sheets or on carpets and the likes are not permissible, and Allah Azza wa Jal knows best.
Assalamu alaikum, Sheikh.
Alaykum assalam wa rahmatullah.
So I have a situation like, let's say a football match, and one of the team, they have a crown in their badge or logo. But I Googled it, and to my understanding, it might be because their old monarch, their king, who might have fought people and whatnot. And another thing about football is commentators might backbite about a player's performance. So what is the ruling on that?
The ruling on playing football, watching football?
No, watching the game.
Watching the game is permissible as long as there is nothing haram. It's none of your business what logos they have or crowns or whatever crosses they may be wearing. That's on them. It's not on you. And if there is nothing haram being committed and it's just playing football, watching it while observing the boundaries, not skipping salat, not falling into haram, not watching cheerleaders if they have any, or looking into the crowds into haram scenery. If you lower your gaze, no music, there's no problem in that, inshallah. Vishal from Pakistan.
Assalamu alaikum, Sheikh.
Alaikum assalam wa rahmatullah.
Yeah, Sheikh, so I wanted to ask that I have read on some websites that the Chrome logo or Google logo like this, they have the satanic or something like that. So what to do?
Ignore what you read because you're not a child. You're not a child that anyone who comes and says to you, oh, by the way, the flag of your country refers to this or that, so you have to disassociate yourself with your nationality. Or when someone comes to you and says, oh, I heard that your father is an adulterer and that you're not his biological child, that he adopted you. What are you going to do? Be a man, put your foot down, and don't believe whatever people say without any proof or verification. Not everything you read on the internet is credible or has any value at all. Afzan from India.
Assalamu alaikum.
Alaikum assalam wa rahmatullah.
How are you, Sheikh?
Alhamdulillahi Rabbil Alameen.
So my question is, if a person doubts a specific verse of the Quran not being a scientific miracle, though people say it is he a kafir?
This is something related to whether he's doubting, number one, that it is Quran. That's kufr. So someone says, I don't believe Alhamdulillahi Rabbil Alameen is verse number 1 or verse number 2 of Al-Fatiha. This is a kafir. Or he doubts that this ayah refers to a specific miracle people say. So if Allah talks about in the last Surah An-Naml, for example, وترى الجبال فتحسبها هامدة وهي تمر مر السحاب. If you think, some people say, oh, this is a miracle, scientific miracle. Allah is talking about the mountains that you think that it's stationary while it moves like the wind. And this is an indication of the earth's rotation and the solar. So they make a scientific miracle out of it. And you believe that? No, I don't think it talks about this issue. Because I read in the tafsir that this ayah refers to the day of judgment, not today. So I disagree. There's no problem in that. You still believe that this is from the Allah Azza wa Jal. You still revere the Quran and think of it highly. And if it was scientifically proven, you would believe in it. But because it's not a proven fact, you disbelieve in it. There is no kufr in that at all.